The kiss of danger. Are we unknowingly putting babies at risk? It's an instinct, a tradition, a way of life. We welcome newborns with a gentle kiss, expressing our love and joy. But what if this simple act of affection could harm these tiny beings? This isn't about fear, it's about understanding a hidden danger. Germs can turn a celebration into a struggle. Kissing babies can expose them to viruses and bacteria. Newborns are incredibly vulnerable. A common cold for an adult could be serious for a baby. Many are unaware of the risks in kissing babies. It's crucial to have an open conversation about this. Our goal is to arm you with knowledge and keep babies safe. It's time to rethink the kiss. It's time to prioritize protection. Invisible threats: how germs spread through a simple kiss. Germs are masters of disguise. They lurk in the shadows, invisible to the naked eye, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. A simple kiss, as innocent as it may seem, can become a germ's golden ticket to wreaking havoc. Think of it this way: our mouths are bustling metropolises of bacteria. While most of these bacteria are harmless, some can cause illness. When we kiss, we transfer these microscopic passengers, potentially introducing harmful germs into a baby's delicate system. It's not just about direct contact either. Germs can linger on surfaces for hours, even days. A quick peck on the cheek might seem harmless, but if the person had recently touched their mouth or nose, they could unknowingly deposit germs onto the baby's skin. And let's not forget about airborne particles. When we cough, sneeze, or even talk, we release tiny droplets containing germs into the air. These droplets can travel several feet and remain suspended in the air for some time, posing an invisible threat to anyone nearby, especially babies with their immature immune systems. If you found this information helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. A fortress under construction. Understanding the delicate immune system of a newborn. Imagine a fortress, still under construction, its walls not yet fully fortified. This is the immune system of a newborn baby, strong in potential, but still developing the defenses needed to fight off a full-blown germ invasion. During pregnancy, babies receive antibodies from their mothers through the placenta. This provides some initial protection, but these antibodies wane over the first few months of life. Meanwhile, the baby's own immune system is working tirelessly, learning to recognize and combat threats, but it's a gradual process. This period of immune system development is a critical window of vulnerability. Exposure to certain viruses or bacteria during this time can have serious consequences, leading to severe illness or even long-term health complications. Think of it like this: exposing a newborn to a virus is like throwing a wrench into a delicate machine. It can disrupt the intricate workings of their developing immune system, potentially leading to long-term consequences. The usual suspects: common viruses and bacteria that pose a threat. The microbial world is vast and varied, teeming with both harmless and harmful characters. Viruses and bacteria can cause a range of illnesses, from mild to life-threatening. Herpes simplex virus, HSV, can cause serious complications in newborns. Respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, can lead to bronchiolitis and pneumonia in infants. Influenza, or the flu, can quickly escalate into a medical emergency for babies. Bacterial infections are another concern. Group B streptococcus, GBS, can lead to serious infections in newborns. The risk is real, and the consequences can be devastating. Section 5: Herpes simplex virus, or HSV, a lifelong risk that can begin with a kiss. Herpes simplex virus, or HSV, is a common virus that affects people of all ages. Most adults carry the virus without even knowing it, as it often lies dormant in the body. However, for newborn babies, HSV can be a silent threat, capable of causing lifelong complications. HSV typically presents as cold sores or blisters around the mouth, but it can also affect other parts of the body. The virus spreads through close contact, such as kissing or sharing utensils. While HSV is usually mild in adults, it can be extremely dangerous for newborns, whose immune systems are still developing. When HSV is transmitted to a newborn, it can spread to the brain, causing encephalitis, a serious inflammation of the brain. This can lead to seizures, brain damage, and developmental delays. In severe cases, HSV infection can be fatal. The scary part is that someone with HSV can transmit the virus even if they don't have any visible symptoms. This is why it's crucial for anyone who comes into contact with a newborn, especially those who have a history of cold sores, to take extra precautions to prevent spreading the virus. Respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, the tiny terror that causes big problems for little lungs. RSV might sound like a mouthful, but its impact on a baby's respiratory system is even bigger. This common virus causes infections of the lungs and respiratory tract. For babies, it can be a completely different story, especially for premature infants or those with underlying health conditions. RSV spreads through respiratory droplets, infecting anyone within close proximity. It can cause a range of respiratory illnesses from mild, cold-like symptoms to serious conditions. Bronchiolitis is an inflammation of the small airways in the lungs. These inflamed airways swell and produce mucus, making it difficult for babies to breathe. Pneumonia causes the air sacs to fill with fluid, making it hard to breathe. Section 7. Layton's story, a kiss that changed everything. Layton was a healthy baby girl, full of life and joy. At just 11 days old, she received a kiss from a loving relative. What seemed like a harmless gesture of affection turned into a nightmare for Layton and her family. The relative who kissed Layton had a cold sore, unaware they were carrying the herpes simplex virus, HSV. Layton contracted HSV-1, the type of herpes that usually causes cold sores, and her life took a devastating turn. The virus attacked Layton's tiny body, spreading to her brain and causing severe damage. She developed encephalitis, a life-threatening inflammation of the brain, and her organs began to shut down. Layton's story is a heartbreaking reminder of the very real dangers of kissing babies. It highlights the importance of awareness and the need for caution, even when it comes to seemingly harmless displays of affection. Section 8. Expert Advice. Dr. Jennifer Ashton's warning on kissing babies. Dr. Jennifer Ashton, ABC News chief medical correspondent, has been vocal about the risks of kissing babies, emphasizing the importance of caution and awareness. As a medical professional and a mother herself, Dr. Ashton understands the emotional pull to shower newborns with affection, but stresses the need to prioritize their health and safety. I know it's hard to resist, but kissing babies, especially on the face or mouth, can expose them to unnecessary risks, Dr. Ashton explains. Newborns' immune systems are still developing, making them more susceptible to infections. Dr. Ashton emphasizes the importance of hand washing, both for parents and visitors, as one of the most effective ways to prevent the spread of germs. She also advises against allowing anyone with cold sores, fever blisters, or other signs of illness to kiss or touch a baby. It's not about being paranoid, Dr. Ashton assures. It's about being informed and taking simple precautions to protect these vulnerable little ones. Section 9. Protecting our precious bundles. Practical tips for parents and visitors. Protecting newborns from harmful germs doesn't require living in a bubble. It's about making informed choices and adopting simple yet effective habits that can make a world of difference. Hand washing is the golden rule, the first line of defense against germs. Encourage everyone who interacts with your baby to wash their hands thoroughly with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially before holding or feeding them. Keep hand sanitizer handy for those on-the-go moments when soap and water aren't readily available. Choose a sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol for maximum effectiveness. If you have a cold sore or any other signs of illness, refrain from kissing or touching the baby. It's better to be safe than sorry, and your loved ones will understand. Don't be afraid to set boundaries and politely decline kisses from well-intentioned but potentially germ-carrying visitors. Explain that you're taking extra precautions to protect your baby's health, and they'll likely appreciate your honesty and concern. Section 10. Open conversation. Share your experiences and concerns. Talking about the risks of kissing babies can be a sensitive topic, but it's a conversation worth having. By sharing our experiences, concerns, and knowledge, we can create a culture of awareness and help protect the most vulnerable among us. Have you ever hesitated to let someone kiss your baby? Have you ever wondered about the potential risks? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's break the silence and start a dialogue about baby health and safety. Section 11. Knowledge is power. Resources for further learning. The more we know about the risks and how to mitigate them, the better equipped we are to protect our little ones. Here are some resources for further learning about baby health and safety. https://www.healthychildren.org/ https://www.cdc.gov/ https://www.who.nit/ Remember, knowledge is power. Let's use it to create a safer and healthier world for all babies. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable information and updates. Click the notification bell to stay informed.